How's it going, guys? Welcome to our channel, our lives across the border. And on today's video, I'm gonna talk about a situation that we have going on with the water company right here in Mexico that says, and where basically we've been charged 13,000 pesos, right? And I don't know, I'm gonna tell you the story, how everything took place, and at the end of the day, just decide. At the end of the day, the video, decide what's your opinion on this. There's nothing that we can do about it. What is done is done. We have to pay that money, and that's it. Now, the only thing I can do is just share my experience. And I don't know. I don't know if this can help anybody. I doubt it. But it's something you can understand that people go through this, right? So when we started our business a year ago, or a year after we started our business, the city came through and was giving a certain requirements, right? They had to get a license for this and for that. And one of those requirements is to get a grease trap. They usually hook up to your sink and stuff like that. And I remember going to the city, talking to them, giving them the requirements that they were asking for. And at the end of the day, they told me I didn't need a trap. We didn't need a grease trap because we were not a restaurant, right? So I went with them. I got my license, certified, everything. We're good, golden, right? A year passed by. Then here comes 2024 December, November. The CES, the water company in Mexico, came to our business and basically was looking for this trap, this grease trap that you're supposed to put on your sink, right? If you were a restaurant. And they told me, you know what? You're supposed to put this on your sink, on your restaurant, stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? They told me I didn't need to do it, right? Which they were like, all right, but you do need to, right? So I didn't complain about it. I was all right. They gave me 30 days. They told me if I needed an extension, ask for it, which I did. I asked for 2 weeks of extension because I'm busy. I do a lot of things, right? So they gave me those 2 extra weeks. I was able to get the trap, hook it up to the business, and that was it, right? So these individuals, here comes November, here comes January 2025. They didn't come to see if I put the trap in the business, right? They didn't, because I'm assuming they're gonna give you a deadline for you to have something. They're gonna come back and check if you did whatever you did. If not, they're gonna give you a fine, right? So they never came. Here comes, I don't know, 5 months later. I was informed that they charged me in January uh, 13,000 pesos. You know, because I didn't let them know that I had got the trap because I didn't follow through. You know, when in reality, I gave them the notice that I needed extension, just 2 weeks, and then after that, I got the trap. I let them know that I got the trap, and that was it. They never went to check. To this day, they haven't even got to the business to check because yes, a week ago they said they were gonna come this week. They never came, right? So I owe 13,000 pesos, right? So the excuse of the people is basically saying, "Oh, he never follow up. He didn't do none of that stuff." How we know that he put the trap when we told him stuff like that. So, of course, the person who got charged is actually the landowner. The water bill is on his name, but still, the water company knows who's getting billed what. What business are getting billed. So the extra charge happened to be in our business, right? So the landowner came to the business, asked me, "Hey man, can you go with me to the water company?" I was like, "Yeah, I can do it on this time. I'll go pick you up." So I did. We went over there, and then he was telling me that that's what the water says. The water people said, we're doing this because he didn't follow through. Period. Right. So once I went over there, I showed the proof that I actually was following through. I gave him the phone calls. I gave him that. I asked for the extensions, and I kept communication with them. Right. Not only that, uh, I bought the trap whenever I needed to buy the trap, and I hooked up the trap. It's connected. Now, what I disagree with them, it was that the fact that they want me to do their job. Let them know, hey man, can you come over here and check that I did everything the proper way, or basically that's what it was, right? Once I told them what I did when I bought it and show them the proof, right? Instead of deciding of going on the route of them accusing me of not following through with the whole thing, they decided to go on a different route and basically said, "Well, in reality, we are charging everybody who didn't have a trap when we went over there and checked their business." And I was like, "Hold on, man. Well, if you remember, I did had a license through the city, and that license was given to me because I had everything in order, meaning that those guys told me I didn't need a trap, and that's why they gave me a license, right? So how do I supposed to know that I need the trap in my business if the city told me I didn't need it, right? And now that you come over here and tell me I do need it, I put it up, and still it wasn't enough. Now you're charging me for the prior year of me not having it, and to a sum of 13,000 pesos, which I mean is a lot of money for us, man. So that's our little experience. As a matter of fact, I went today. I knew they were not going to do nothing, but I still went today to see what had happened. I know nothing had happened. I know that they didn't try to do, I mean, trying to help me in no kind of way, but still, because I said I was going to go today, I still went over there today to see what had happened, if they were able to help me with the bill or nothing like that. And they couldn't, right? And they wouldn't. You know what I mean? Why would they try to help me in any kind of way or form? They don't know me. They don't know me like that. So at the end of the day, that's our little experience. At the end of the day, I don't think they would help us because they require extra job. You know what I mean? They have to work harder. They have to make phone calls, and all for what? They're not getting nothing off of it. At the end of the day, the money was paid already. So now I have to pay the 32,000 pesos, which is a lot. And I mean, man, it's difficult, right? So hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you get to I don't know. Tell me what you think about this, man. Something that we go through in Mexico, and where people just give you some these wild charges for no reason, and they just throw excuses after excuses, and at the end of the day, you just have to pay them. You just have to pay them, man. So with this being it, we are out. Thank you very much, and shout outs to all of you guys. Saludos.